In the heart of Tokyo, there is a statue of a dog. Every day, thousands of people walk past it. They meet friends there. They take photos. They hurry to catch their trains. And almost none of them stop to ask who he was. His name was Hachiko. And for 9 years, he came to this station to wait for a man who would never come home again. This is a true story. Last time, we crossed a continent with a dog who walked his way home. This time, we cross an ocean to a dog who simply stayed. He was born in the winter of 1923 in the snow country of northern Japan, a region called Akita, known for its thick-furred, strong-willed dogs. When he was barely 2 months old, he was wrapped in a rice sack and placed on a train bound for Tokyo. The journey took 20 hours, and when the little Akita finally arrived, he was so weak, so still, that the family feared he hadn't survived it. But he had. His new owner was a quiet, gentle man named Hidesaburo Ueno, a professor of agriculture at Tokyo Imperial University. Ueno had no children of his own. He and his partner, Yae, nursed the frail puppy back to life over many long months, letting him sleep beneath the bed, feeding him by hand. He named the dog Hachi, the Japanese word for 8, because when the little one sat, his front legs spread into the shape of that very character. In time, the affectionate name became Hachiko. What grew between them was the simplest kind of love, a daily one. Every morning, Hachiko walked his master to Shibuya Station and watched him vanish into the crowd. And every evening, as the afternoon train pulled in, the dog would be there, at the gate, scanning the faces, waiting for the one face he knew by heart. When Ueno stepped down onto the platform, Hachiko would rush to him, and the two would walk home together through the streets of Tokyo. They did this for just over a year, morning and evening, Sunday, rain, and snow. For Hachiko, the entire shape of the day bent toward that one moment, the moment his master came back. He had no way of knowing how few of those moments were left. On the 21st of May, 1925, Professor Ueno left for work, exactly as he always did. That afternoon, in the middle of a lecture, he collapsed. A sudden hemorrhage in the brain. He was gone before he could ever be brought home. And that same evening, the train pulled into Shibuya Station. The doors slid open. The passengers poured out onto the platform. And Hachiko was there, waiting, watching every face, searching for the one that wasn't coming. The crowd thinned. The platform emptied. The lamps came on. And still the dog stayed, long into the night, for a master who would never step off that train again. In the days that followed, nothing made sense to him. He returned to the station the next evening, and the next, and the one after that. Ueno's home was given up, and Hachiko was passed from household to household, to relatives, to friends, to places miles away. But again and again, he slipped free and found his way back to the only place that still meant anything, the gate at Shibuya, at the hour the train came in. In time, Ueno's old gardener, a kind man named Kobayashi, took him in, close enough to the station that the dog could keep his watch, and keep it he did, every single day. At first, the station was not gentle with him. He was shooed away, chased off, treated as a stray nuisance. in a place too busy for grief. Children teased him. Workers pushed him aside. But Hachiko did not stop coming. Spring softened into summer. Summer fell into the deep snows of winter, and winter melted back into spring. The seasons turned, year after year, around a single dog, who would not change his mind. Then one day, someone finally asked the question. The crowds had long stopped asking, "Who is this dog, and why does he wait?" A man named Hirokichi Saito, once a student of Professor Ueno's and an expert on the Akita breed, recognized the old dog and learned his story from the gardener. In October of 1932, he wrote about Hachiko in one of Japan's largest newspapers, and the nation was undone by it. The thought of a dog returning for years to a railway gate, still waiting for a man long dead, struck something deep in people. Commuters who had passed him 1,000 times now stopped. They brought him food. They sat beside him. They gave him a name that spread across the country, Chuken Hachiko, the faithful dog. His loyalty became something to honor, even something to teach. And in 1934, while he was still alive, the people of Japan raised a bronze statue of Hachiko right there at Shibuya Station. On the day it was unveiled, the guest of honor sat quietly at the foot of his own likeness. An old dog now, gray around the muzzle, still keeping his place by the gate. Hachiko waited for 9 years. On the morning of March 8, 1935, he was found on a street near Shibuya, still close to the station, still close to the gate. His long watch was finally over. He was about 11 years old. All across Japan, people grieved a dog most of them had never met. And then, at last, he was given the one thing he had always wanted. His remains were laid to rest beside Professor Ueno in Aoyama Cemetery, the two of them together again after nearly 10 years apart. The dog who spent his whole life waiting at a gate had finally passed through it to the one who had been waiting on the other side. But the story did not end with him. During the war, his bronze statue was melted down for metal, but the people would not let him go. A few years later, they built it again on the very same spot, and it stands there to this day. Hachiko's bond reached far beyond Japan. It was his story that inspired the very first Akita ever brought to America. And for generations since, Japanese children have been taught his tale as the truest picture of loyalty a country could imagine. At the University of Tokyo, there is one last statue, not a dog waiting, but a reunion. Professor Ueno, home again at last, and Hachiko leaping up to meet him, the greeting he waited 9 years to give. So, the next time you find yourself in Shibuya, in the rush of one of the busiest crossings on Earth, look for the small bronze dog beside the station. People still meet there, at Hachiko, often without ever knowing why. But now, you do. Thanks for waiting with us. Next time, on the Pawprint Archive, we travel to the old stone streets of Scotland and a tiny terrier who refused to leave a churchyard, guarding a single grave for 14 years. His name was Bobby. We'll see you there.